Good morning, students. Welcome to online classes of science by RPS Group of Schools. Today, we will continue with a chapter of your textbook called Reproduction in Animals, Module 1 for Class 8th. In this Module 1, we will learn what is reproduction. We will learn about the various modes of reproduction. We will also come to know the sexual reproduction, that is one of the modes of reproduction. And lastly, we will learn about the human reproductive system in males and females. Reproduction. Reproduction is the most essential biological process for the continuation of a species. Reproduction ensures the continuation of similar kinds of species generation after generation. Reproduction or procreation, or called breeding, is the biological process by which new individual organisms called offspring are produced from their parents. Reproduction is a fundamental feature of all known life. Each individual organism exists as the result of reproduction. Basically, there are two forms of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. If you see the modes of reproduction, sexual mode of reproduction is: in sexual reproduction, two parents, a male and a female, are needed to produce a new individual. Both the male and female have different reproductive parts. When we talk about asexual reproduction, in asexual reproduction, a single organism or a parent produces genetically identical individuals of its own kind. The second parent is not required. Offsprings are produced by a single parent. In case of sexual reproduction, it involves the fusion of two cells, one from a male and the other from a female. Let's talk about sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is the production of a new organism from two parents by fusion of their sex cells, which are also called gametes. Sometimes sex cells or gametes are also called as germ cells. In this process, male gametes fuses with a female gamete to form a new cell called zygote. This zygote then grows and develops into a new organism in due course of time. The humans, fish, frogs, cats, dogs, and many more, all produced by the method of sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the following steps. These steps are gametogenesis, fertilization, and lastly, development of embryo. Gametogenesis. Gametes are formed in reproductive organs of males and females. These are formed by a type of cell division called reduction division. The male parent produces male gametes called sperm. The female parent produces female gametes called ova. Fertilization. The process of fusion of a sperm nucleus with the nucleus of ovum is called fertilization. When a sperm and an ovum Fused together, they form a zygote, the first cell of the new organism. Gametes. The cells involved in sexual reproduction are called sexual reproductive cells. These sexual reproductive cells are called gametes. They are of two types, male gametes and female gametes. The male gamete in animal is called sperm and female gamete in animals is called ovum, or it is also known as egg. The ovum or egg contains water and stored food. Nucleus is the important part of ovum. Sperms. Sperm cells are hundreds or thousands times smaller than ovum and have a long tail. The sperm are motile, which can move independently with the help of their tails. Let's discuss human reproductive organs. Students, as you know, organ system by which humans reproduce and bear live offspring are called human reproductive organs. In animals, males and females have different reproductive organs. The male reproductive system is different from the female reproductive system both in structure and in function. The essential features of human reproduction are: first, liberation of an ovum or egg at a specific time in the reproductive cycle. Second, interna- internal fertilization of the ovum by sperm cells. Third, transport of the fertilized ovum to the uterus or womb. Fourth, implantation of the early embryo developed from the fertilized ovum in the wall of the uterus. Fifth, formation of a placenta and maintenance of the unborn child during the entire period of gestation. And lastly, birth of the child and expulsion of the placenta. Let's discuss male reproductive system. The male gametes, sperms, are produced within the male reproductive system. Sperms are small unicellular structures with a head, middle piece, and a tail. The male reproductive system consists of testicles or testes, a pair of oval shaped organs masked in a pouch called scrotum. They are responsible for the production of sperms and the male hormone testosterone. Another organ is scrotum. It is a sac like organ that hangs below the penis and behind it. It is the house of the testicles or testes and maintains a temperature that is required for the production of sperm by it. Vas deferens. The sperms produced in testes are stored in a tube called the epididymis. Here, the sperms get matured and pass to urethra through the muscular tube called vas deferens. Accessory glands. This includes three glands, namely seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and Cowper's gland. The secretions from the three glands mix to form a fluid called semen. Semen nourishes the sperm, increases the volume, and helps in lubrication. Penis. Penis is a cylindrical tube which serves as both reproductive organ and an excretory organ. It delivers sperms into the vagina during sexual intercourse. female reproductive system. The human female reproductive system contains two main parts, the uterus and the ovaries, which produce egg cells. Female internal reproductive organs are ovary, fallopian tubes, uterus, cervix, and vagina. Fallopian tubes are also called oviduct. The female reproductive system contains two main parts, the uterus, which hosts the developing fetus, produces vaginal and uterine secretions, and passes the male sperm to the fallopian tubes, and the ovaries, which produce the anatomically female egg cells and produce and secrete estrogen and progesterone. This is all in module 1. We'll join you soon with another module. Till then, take good care of yourself. Thank you.